Good morning. Welcome to the Socks for Mom channel. My name is Becky, and this is a channel all about my cross stitch and my knitting and a little bit of quilting and all my crafty adventures. Sit back, grab yourself something to drink, and please come join me and give me some, I'm going to ask you questions, and please give me a little bit of conversation back in the comments because I love that so much. The first thing I'm going to talk about are my finishes, and I had a few, which is really exciting. I have one that's framed. This is the beautiful Blackbird Designs Summer Jubilee. I love this so much. I love how it turned out. There's quite a bit of ghosting on it, but that doesn't bother me. I ended up putting the year's date right there. It looked a little bit empty there. I'm not sure. I think maybe Barb and Alma's initials were there in two different places. But I love this. It's so pretty. I like the frame. You see the little bit of red in the frame. And this was another one that I ordered from Art to Frames. I'll put that information down below. I basted 3/4 of an inch all the way around. I measured that, told them my measurements. They built the frame and they sent me the foam core. So I love it, and I'm glad to have it on my patriotic wall. So that is Summer Jubilee. I have two bags here. These are my leap year bags. One of them is the two I picked for the month for leap year, my leap year challenge. If you don't know, my leap year challenge is a comprehensive list I made of all my existing whips in 2024, and every month I'm picking two from that list to focus on. I'm down to 38, I believe, and I started at 81. So I'm making my way down that list, and every month I'm going to focus on a couple of those. And in January, I focused on two that I finished. No, not January. Whatever 2 months ago was. This is Tudor Bee by Janine McGowan, the blue flower. She originally designed this for Tudor Rose Sampler Guild, and I started it then and finished it after she released the pattern. So I did switch the colors to some NPI silks that she had listed in the new pattern. And that is so pretty. I'm going to make that into a pillow. I have this shallot velveteen from Lady Dot Creates, and I will put that on the back of it. And that I have some chenille, I think it's called Barn House or Barn Door, that I'll put around the sides of it. Sorry, my voice is scratchy. It's allergy season here. And hopefully next time I come in a couple weeks, I will be able to show you that finish. So that's one. The other one, leap year project I was working on month before last was Quaker House Samplers. It's designed by Carriage House Samplings, and I have finished both of those. Here are the houses. They're done in NPI silks. Very pretty. And And here is the other little piece, done in the exact same colors, and I passed it on to my friend Pat and my friend Barb, and they used my colors and stitched a motif and put their initials in it. Now, I started basting to get a frame, and I'm not sure if maybe I want to put this on a project bag with some navy blue prints, patchwork around it, and then make this into a needle book. It's a little big, or thread catcher is really what I would do. I'm going to either do that or frame them. What do you guys think I should do? They're small, they'd be cute framed, but I think they'd also be cute as a project bag and a thread bed. So give me some feedback on that. Let me know what you think. So those two were my leap year finishes, and the bag is empty now. And I have replaced it with my next two. And I will show you what those will be. And then I will show you what's in my other bag, which are the leap year projects I've been working on this month. But I'm going to replace that with, let me open it up. The first thing I want to work on is this whip, Summer at Hollyberry Farm. I started this with some friends. We got assignments. I fell behind, but I'd like to get that finished this summer. So I don't know if I can get it done in a month. I'm going to try, but I will. This is my whip. And this is what I have. I am doing this on Lugana 1/1. And Pat that dyes the lakeside, she special dyed this for another friend of mine for us. And here is my hollyberry. Now there was an issue with this. As you can see, there's a big water splotch right there. And when that happened, I had it sitting next to a glass that had condensation and didn't realize it. And the next day, the water spot had happened. I quickly washed it out, which made my white turn brownish. And I am in the process of going over that one thread to brighten it up. But here is Summer at Hollyberry Farm. And let's hope I make a lot of progress on it this next month. So that is going in the leap year bag. And the other thing that's going in, I found the pattern, but the pattern did not have the picture. It got separated, but I have this one to show you. It's going to be the patriotic house right here. So I've done all three of these. Now I'm going to do that. And in the fall, I'll finish this up. So let me show you where I'm at. This is also done 1/1 on Lugana. And this is how far I got. So I will be working on that in my rotation. So those are the two leap years that I have chosen for June. Now I'm going to show you what I've been working on this month because I'm putting them up soon. Okay, this is my leap year rotation that I picked for the month of May. They're all spring things. There was an extra draw this month, I think, on WhipGo. So I added in that B is for Bunny. And let me show you those. First up is, get my bag here, is Dearie and Darling. And that is a Kathy Barrick design. Yes, Kathy Barrick design. Dearie and Darling. It is so sweet. I do love it. And I have been stitching this on 40 count Picture This Plus L. And this is how far I've come since last time I've seen you. I'm sorry, the fan is going up there and I'm afraid to turn it off, but I may have to. It's pretty warm. I worked on the little fawn, and I would like to get him finished in the next couple weeks before I put this away. Let's see, what else did I do? I think I added that little bell around the deer's neck. And I think I already had that sheep up there. And that horse, did I have that horse last time? I'm not sure. But here is where it's at. It's so sweet. So I love that. Dearie and Darling by Kathy Barrick. So that was the first thing. The next thing I worked on was, I should have pulled the patterns out. I'll go ahead and show you. B is for Bunny. B is for Bunny is by Lottie Da. And I'm doing it all in these lovely DMC colors. And this is what it looks like. And here it is. So I think since my last floss tube, I finished all the fill-in on the bunny. And I did that leaf and the vine. I'm not sure this is going to get done. I started basting around it because I was fairly confident I would finish it and at the end of the month get it framed. But I think I'm going to have to tuck it away. I don't think I will make it, but I will let you know next time. I will show you where I ended up because there's this little purse right there to do. And that little purse is 1/1, I believe. So I still have all of this to do. I still have another flower. I still have this flower. So I don't think it's going to be finished, but I could surprise myself. And the next thing I worked on was the Rose Quaker. I'm not going to pull the picture out, but that's part of the Rose Quaker. And I did not get as much progress done on this as I had wanted to. I love this piece so much. I don't know why I stall out on it every time I pull it out, but I did work on this brown motif. And I believe I put in some of this over here. But hopefully I'll finish that brown motif. I put another letter in. And it's beautiful. It's on Maple Sugar by Lakeside. So those are my May leap year pieces. So here's my 6 rotation basket. My leap year go in here. So let me show you the rest of what I've been working on. First off, in my favorite bag ever is Ellen Franklin, which was a market release, 2026 market release. Ellen Franklin, 1870. I am working on this with my friends we've called ourselves the Under and Across Stitchers. It's a group of friends. We've been stitching together for 5 years now, maybe. Karen is giving the assignments, and I am working on the second assignment. Here are the beautiful colors. Ugh, it looks like, never mind. I'm not going to show you the colors. These look horrible. But let me show you the sampler. So far, I really need to get moving because I think the third assignment's coming out next week. This is what I have so far. Very pretty. So like I said, I need to get moving on this. This is Vintage Meadow Rue, I believe, by Lakeside. And I think it's on 40 count. Very pretty. I'm going to tell you about all my mania purchases when I'm done with this segment, because I have put 6 of them into the June rotation, and we'll be working on those probably June and July, maybe August. Who knows? I have so many things I'd like to be doing. Okay. Next up is Spring Moon by Plum Street Samplers. I was going to wait until the equinox and then switch to the Summer Moon, which is patriotic, but I have decided June 1st, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the patriotic. I'm sorry, this is really wrinkled. If I were closer to a finish, I'd hold out, but I'm anxious to start stitching patriotic stuff. So, since I was with you last, I think I put in all the windows of the house. I may have filled in the roof more. I put a little bit of green down here, and I worked a little bit more on the checkerboard house. But I do love this. This is on 36 count baked clay by Fox and Rabbit Designs. So next month, I'll be starting that Summer Moon. Okay, what else have I worked on? I have an assignment on the stocking, Olga's stocking, and I started working on it, but I believe I need to complete this pumpkin here, maybe some doodads right in there, and where I got behind were all the tree up here. So we're trying to get that finished before September. I am so not into the stitching fall mood, except when I pull this out, I think, wow, that's really pretty. So that is Olga's stocking. She's in the rotation. So I have 2 assignments I need to finish. I need to finish my Olga stocking assignment, and I need to finish my Ellen Franklin assignment. And then this in the bag. I'm going to show this every time because I love this so much. These were the hexies that I put together or basted and sewed together this last year and made it into a bag. I love it. And in this is she's on my leap year list, is Frances Eden. And I'm working on this house. I just started working on that house. So I will show you what that looks like. And I have Vicki Clayton silks for it. Well, let me show you the whole thing. So here's the whole thing. And I have moved in on that house. So I'm working on the house right there. Whoops, there goes my bag. And I'll try to put a little bit more of it in before I switch this rotation up. And that, my friends, is what I've been working on this month. Now, are you ready for a little haul? Are you ready to see all the patriotic things I bought and all my market mania? I'm back and I'm in a different location. I moved to the other side of the desk. I have my basket of things I bought from Market, and I've started just about everything that I bought from Market. And my plan is to put them into the June rotation and rotate through my Market purchases. I've never done that before, but I've started to realize that I have many Market purchases I've never started. And so I thought that I should do this, seize the iron while it's hot, wherever that saying came from, and work on these while I'm all enthusiastic about it. So let me show you what I have. First up is With Thy Needle and Thread. And this is a design by Brenda Gervais, and I love it. I'd like to do it and hang it here in my craft room. I have a very small start on it. I have the tomatoes right smack dab in the middle of the piece. I just folded it into the middle, so I'm working right here. I basically wanted to see how the cayenne would look on this fabric, and I'm really happy with it. I'm not sure what this fabric even is. It looks like a Be-Stitch Me, or it may be a needle and flax, but it's unlabeled. And I had started something else on it, and I just cut that off, and I'm using it for this. So here are the beautiful colors. I am in the process of, first I'll show you the needle bling. This was Brenda, and this Brenda Sampler Stitcher. This is her photo. And I'm in the process of moving all of my Weeks die works to these little floss drops, which I like better. So those are the colors for With Needle and Thread. My last purchase that I was holding out on, but I decided to go ahead and get it. I'll take these out of the plastic so you could see it better. Is the sampler. It called Early Workings. Early Workings. It was designed by Tina Waltman. It came from Williamsburg. The pattern did. It's inspired by 18th and 19th century hand-wrought samplers and needlework. It's called Martha Tucker, 1776, and that part right there is why I purchased it. I love the red coats and the blue coats. Just love that. Love the stone house. I can't wait to start it. My friend Vanessa just finished it. It's beautiful. But I'm going to hold off on starting that one. It's not going to be in my rotation. The next one I bought, this is a working copy, is Fox and Rabbits, Sarah Dunkerley, 1825. And I was drawn to this because of the black, those bright colors on the black. I really like that. I'm using the call for Black Swan. And all of the colors are DMC, which is a lot of fun. I mean, it's great. So the colors are bright, and this is what I have so far. I have the berry bowl. Quite sure why there's glare, because it is a rainy day here. So that is Sarah Dunkerley, and Sarah will be in my 6 project rotation. The next one I had from being in Teresa Koget's Patreon, but she has since released at market this book, Find Joy. And her Patreon members, we were able to get it in August 2025. But I love it. I am stitching this on, oh, what is this? This is a needle and flax. It's not Hemingway. I'm not quite sure what it is. But that is what I have so far. And I was a little surprised when I went and bought all the floss, because it looks very pink on this. But it's actually very peachy. I wasn't totally convinced about my fabric I'm doing it on, but I do love darker fabric, so I think it will be just fine. But that is a lot of fun to stitch. And here's all the DMC. I don't even have it yet on a thread ring. So that's Find Joy by Teresa Koget. And that is in my rotation. Here's my book. I was looking to see where my, this is my May Book of Days. These are the 6 that are moving into my rotation. I already have them. I'm going to start doing this on Memorial Day. So I moved over to June, and I already have my June set up. So I will be rotating these 6. So here's the fox and rabbit pattern. Next up is Paulette's Freedom Flock. Love those eagles. Super fun. And I have a small start on it. The top left corner. And this looks like a little piece of vintage meadow rue left over. Not much, just a teeny tiny little flag there. So Freedom Flock will be in my rotation. Paulette really knocked it out of the park this year, didn't she? I did buy a Worthy Patriot. Originally was going to start that on Memorial Day, but I think I may hold off because I really want to get my new Constellation sampler done first. But I do have the beautiful linen. It calls for Cedar River coffee stain. I'm looking forward to stitching on that. I've got the flosses in there. So we'll see how I feel on Memorial Day, right? And the last thing, I don't even have bags yet. The last thing is Pledge Allegiance by Plum Street Samplers. Pledge allegiance to the flag. Tara Sullivan and Jim Stitches, Chrissy maybe, started a stitch along for this called Back to Homeroom Sal, because we used to all say Pledge Allegiance in the homeroom. I showed you guys some linen, and it was pretty split. I had one that was a little closer to the eucalyptus, and then I had this Boston, which is bluer. Is that going to even look blue? No, it's not showing up nearly as blue as it is. Probably, maybe because I have a blue shirt on. But this is pretty blue. And this is my start. Little concerned about the white on this, but I'm going to keep plowing through to see what I get. This will be a lot of fun to stitch. So this is Boston by, who is Boston by? Fiber on a Whim, maybe? Maybe Seraphim. I'm trying to get an accurate color of it, but it will be really pretty. It's showing up very gray on this, but it's not gray. It is definitely blue. Can't quite get it. So I really like that. And I also like that the name of the linen is Boston. So those are my market pieces. The other one I got was Ellen Franklin, and she's in this rotation also. And I showed her to you earlier. She has assignments. So I have one last thing to show you. And it is my challenge piece that I'm doing for Sampler Guild of the Rockies. I decided I really needed to get going on it. I'm really gonna cut it short and close. And I am stitching the Across the Sea sampler by Chessie and Me. And I picked this because of all the specialty stitches that just really will make it a lot of fun, I think. So here is the picture. And got a lot of glare there. I believe that's Betsy Ross is stitched 1/1. The words are stitched 1/1. This man is stitched 1/1. The flags are rice stitch, and the little stars in the blue are Smyrna crosses. I just love this. And I'll show you where I am. I started on Friday. I think it was Friday. Started on Friday, worked on it this weekend. So I have the whole top band done. Love that eagle. And I started this box right here. So there's three boxes, and then the flag all the way down. Very, very sweet. And I forgot what this linen is. It's whatever Christine kitted it up with at Hollis Hands Creates. I have a project card in the other room. Not sure what it is. I'll let you guys know. So that is what I've been doing. I've also been knitting. I've been knitting the first shawl in the Curious Handmade Shawl Society Season 6. This is the 6th year that she has done this. And I didn't bring it in here with me, but I have popped a few pictures in at the end here when I got the yarn. It has mohair in it. It's so incredibly soft. It is so soft, this shawl is. And I have a picture of me winding it on the Swift, and then the first few rows, I think it's about 10% done at that point. So I need to get it going a little bit faster. It's a very relaxing stitch. It's called the Serpentine Shawl. And you won't be able to get it until the whole season is over with. But check out my Ravelry page. I'm Socks for Mom on Ravelry. I'm Socks for Mom, of course, here. And my email address is socksformom@gmail.com. So thanks so much, guys, for sticking with me this long. And I hope you have a wonderful Memorial Day. I hope you get a lot of patriotic stitching done. I know my friend Christine is going to kick off her summer with A Worthy Patriot and end it on Memorial Day. I'm not sure if I will, but I definitely will be working on patriotic all summer. So thanks a lot. I appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you in 2 weeks.